Hello, and welcome to the War in the Pacific, where it is the 4th of April, 1942, in the Wirraway versus Encircled play-by-mail campaign. Major excitement today should be Savaii Island, as the Allies respond to our invasion. Okay, so first thing to come in are PT boats. PT boats get past and get in amongst our transports. So here come the cruisers. This is a night action. Fubuki's hovering force. They sink Morris. Now his cruisers come up against our cruisers. Night action. This is just Savaii Island all over again, just 5, 6 months earlier and a few thousand miles further south. American ships just aren't able to compete at night yet. Okay. And our fast battleship task force. It's going to make a mess of these guys, we hope. Okay. Ah, another task force. At some point, feel a little sorry for these American cruisers. Looks like we're going to lose a Kagero. Okay. Hmm. He had more there than we're starting to be low on ammo at this point. too bad. Probably going to lose 2 more heroes. Okay, withdrawing. Old battleships. I'm terribly worried about this. The cruiser task force should be able to disengage. The So I was somewhat worried that his old battleships would be there, but I also anticipated that under most circumstances, except the cripples, they would be able to withdraw. Let's see how the day phase plays out. That's going to be unpleasant for these destroyers. Not sure why they didn't withdraw. Certainly are. Certainly putting up a good fight. It was exciting. We'll have to see what the butcher's bill was, but I think I ended up probably losing about 4 modern destroyers. Well, some Fubukis and heroes. Um, we'll see. Have to see. One of my heavy cruisers was badly damaged. We'll see if she can get away. On the flip side, it appears that we probably ended up sinking about 5 enemy cruisers and similar number of destroyers. Now, the only thing that could really mess up our day at this point is if some American carriers showed up to mop up our surface forces as they're withdrawing. Though we've done everything we could to sniff them out. And as far as I know, they're still off the coast of India, though they could have begun off-board movement to get back to the East Coast of the United States and then eventually in the Pacific. We can't completely discount the chance that he has carriers operating in the South Pacific. Probably a little late to send in Chinese bombers. Army's pretty well covered by black as it withdraws. So, and again, this is April 42 Allied air power, not late 43. Okay. So far, no enemy air attacks against our retreating task forces. Looks like Pago Pago is weathered in. We do have fighters capping the various task forces as they're with long range capping the various task forces as they withdraw towards Wallace Island. Interesting. Okay. Let's see how ground combat goes. So, yep. Kagero's done for. Ah, another Allied submarine. Okay, Kagero goes down. Okay, so 3 good cores, and he actually has AT units in the hex, just not the British ones. But a good first result here. They won't last long, even in that ×3 terrain. Let's see if we can send the 99th Corps packing. Yes. Excellent. That his best remaining corps completely wrecked. Okay. Chase off the Brits. Suffer bombardment. More bombardment, but no attack. He's decided not to, obviously. Okay. Well, that was an exciting turn. He ended up with more naval forces than my my recon told me, but it turned out not to matter. Okay, let's check in. So seagulls, that's 4 to 5 cruisers. And I think that makes sense from what we saw. I think in the end, he probably lost all 5 of his heavy cruisers. Uh, terms of Kennison, Monahan, Shaw, Morris, probably. The 5 heavy cruisers, probably. And then we lost 2 Kagiros and 2 Fubokis currently. Um, so that 4 destroyers, perhaps we sank more than that. Uh, um, but the 5 heavy cruisers, I think that's solid. In terms of, can we get our cripples out? Sakirashima and Hide, Nachi, and an escorting destroyer all are in good shape. Probably might be able to save that. The Giro can make 18 knots, so that's not bad. She was the one I was most worried about. Shokai can make 30 knots. She's good. We're going to lose Akagumo. So we'll be up to 5 destroyers lost minimum. Those 2 can still make 30 knots. Can make 31, so we should be able to get everybody out. That's good. So lose 1 more destroyer for a total loss of 5. All good destroyers. I think we can be confident, one, that our forces have adequate combat power to take the island. Let's see. Doesn't look like we'll lose any of our transports unless enemy surface forces come upon them. We can't get them out. So bottom line is, yeah, I think we can get them all out. Very good. Looks like he's flown in some bombers. No surprise. It's all too late. And again, this is a good victory outside of Quellen. Lots of recovering squads to do. It'll take weeks to recover those, but we'll advance on Quellen, bring its supply production to a halt. We can rotate out the 34th, rotate in the 34th Division. So momentum isn't completely stalled here. In fact, again, this is a campaign is going well, and we had obviously we're short on supplies, but those AT units didn't hit our tanks particularly hard. We have plenty of divisions to rotate uh, in and out, and so it's really just keeping the tanks up and running. And then in India, 5th Division still withdrawing. More days. Main divisions are still, army is still withdrawing. It's all looking pretty decent. again, most of these divisions have only lost a couple actual squads. Third's down about 10%. 21st is down about 10%. Everybody else is just a few. It's 99% combat power. It's all good. And then our regiments approaching Chittagong, and that will lead to our next phase of our attack in the Imphal Highlands towards taking Lido. Okay. And of course, we'll recover and then and keep Samarinda suppressed and then take Samarinda at our leisure. Plenty of fuel and oil, not a lot of supplies. And we're just about done wrapping up the guerrillas on Sumatra. Well, it was a exciting phase. Looking forward to continued success in China, where at the end of the day, winning in China can free up 10,000 AV, and that's the long-term plan for India. It's win in China, then we can fight or continue to maintain, hold the line in Burma with thousands and thousands of more veteran troops. South Pacific's really a sideshow, and using it to the trit where we have had a significant advantage in naval power, though obviously he's decided to send old battleships down here. So changes the calculus a little, but the nice thing is that's a really hard, keep those thirsty battleships fueled. So gives us an opportunity, hopefully, to catch some of his critical tankers. We'll see if we can do that. And I look forward, as always, for our next chance to talk.